Yeah, good morning, guys. Mine happened to our friends in the Philippines. I have a dream, a foreigner farming feeling in the Philippines. Yes, we're talking about Bosshog, the Bohovel grifter. And just lately, guys, he uploaded a video, tilapia harvest update, profit and loss. The emphasis is on a loss. And he's never before, as we pointed out, never before give any figures over. But since we exposed him in our video last week, he's decided to use our example and use the 8-week period example. And it turns out all those ponds that he's got there, tilapia ponds, he made a grand total, after everything was taken out, of 15,000 pesos over an 8-week period. 7,500 pesos per month. Now that wouldn't even cover his cigarettes or a bottle of wine for Lub Lub. So for the past couple of years, he's been telling everyone who's prepared to listen that he is a brain surgeon, a fish breeder, and he is going to make money, he's going to make profit. He won't be dependent on YouTube salary. But as he points out, because we are going to show you some clips, as he points out, it was a catastrophic disaster. So with that in mind, guys, I want you to take a look at some clips here. Listen to the words of the master grifter, Bosshog.
Good. I didn't think to write them down and put them in my hand while I'm making this video, but I know what the numbers are, close enough. So we basically harvested and sold about 50,000 pesos worth of fish out of these 3 ponds, and we still have, well, I think it was 46 kilos that were set aside and put in the really feasible. And I mean, if this was a Filipino family who was doing this and they were doing all the labor themselves, 7,500 pesos a month as a sideline, it would be terrific. But for us, when we're paying out a good portion, or basically all of that in wages, it's just not making a lot of sense. Raising a tilapia more intensely. So that's kind of the plans. It's the numbers we got from the last harvest. Profitable, gonna get rich, no, but every peso counts. But we're just gonna change things around to try to make it more better, because we've got a lot of people living here that depend on the income off of this farm. And someday Marcel and I would like to actually have some money to spend on things that we need, like getting our house finished, maybe a new vehicle, maybe some furniture, spend some money on us rather than everything going back into improvements on this farm and wages.
So there you are, guys. Having watched those clips, a couple of things to point out. He was bang on with these figures, same figures that we used last week, and he proved once and for all that he's a failure. Without using the word fail, he did say, "We have failed." Will tilapia make me rich? Said Bosshog. No. But I've got a lot of mouths to feed at the Bohovel, and a lot of people depend on the income from this pond. Well, you best get into another business then, Brian, or go and buy a lotto ticket, because you'll never be a businessman. He told us a few revealing facts, like the feed bill was 35,000 pesos. So the feed bill's becoming burdensome, so he's going to get rid of one pond. He's going to open another veg field. So he's got 2 ponds, 2 veg fields. And one thing I picked up on was the fact that in a recent live stream he said that his worker's salary bill was 40k a month. So in shutting down pond 3 and making it a veg field, he got rid of, or he's trying to get rid of, the feed bill for the fish, or lower the feed bill for the fish. And then he's gone and replaced it with a veg field, which is labour intensive, which I'm sure everybody realises that the labour costs are going to go up. The only person that doesn't realise that is the brain surgeon himself, the master businessman, who, as we said previously, has not got a business plan, never put any thought into it whatsoever. And then, of course, he did mention if this was a Filipino family running these ponds, it's a great little sideline for them. And that's exactly what it is, Brian, what you've got there, a sideline. It's not a business. It never will be a business. It's a sideline. It's pin money, as we call it. That is not a fish breeding business. Never has been and never will be. And he then went on, guys, to get the e-begging ball out, and told us all that it's about time him and Maricel had some money for themselves to spend on themselves. They want to finish their house. Well, Brian, you've been in the Philippines 5 years and the Bohovel shithole you live in is not finished. When you arrived in the Philippines, that house should have been finished 5 years ago, so you can provide shelter for your family. Why would you have children if your house is not finished and secure? Explain that one. Absolutely unbelievable. He then went on to say that we would like some furniture. 5 years down the road, you're looking for furniture. You've been in the Philippines 5 years, your house is not finished, and you're looking for furniture. You are one parasite, you really are. Hey, getting the begging ball out again. And then he wasn't content with that, guys. He wants a new vehicle. Well, Brian, we would all like a new vehicle, but we do go out and work for it. We don't sit in our fat, lazy, welfare arse hoping someone else is going to send us the money for it. And I do remember one time you said you were a top 1% YouTuber and everyone else was below you. Well, there's YouTubers on the island of Bohovel all got new vehicles. They can afford new vehicles. But the pauper, the down and out broke ass Bohovel grifter can't afford anything, can you? No, because you're a waste of space. And that's never going to change. And then, guys, he did say that in 6 to 8 weeks, veg production will be fully operational. How many times has he used that 6 to 8 week period? In 6 to 8 weeks, we will have a tilapia harvest and we'll be free of YouTube dependency. In 6 to 8 weeks, Carnos will be open. I've already got a building earmarked. It's like he's saying to his subscribers, give us more time. Send money for a few more weeks because I'm going to make a success. I'm not going to be a failure. I will succeed. Give me 6 to 8 weeks. Well, the veg production and our prediction, it will be a catastrophic failure. And one of the main reasons for that would be the high salary costs, which it doesn't take into account. If this disabled swamp was able to work, Lub Lub was able to work, Fat Pants Gina was able to work, they might make some money. But, as he said, a lot of people depend on the Bohovel. A lot of people are taking a salary out of the Bohovel. His words, he said, it doesn't make sense. And of course it doesn't make sense, Brian. You're not a businessman. You never will be. So guys, the veg, it's not going to happen. There are too many Filipinos in and around the area who are selling veg, who are growing veg, who are doing quite well, but the emphasis on those people is it's a sideline. They are not looking to mass produce veg, and to make a profit in veg you have to mass produce. And to wind this up, guys, he confirmed, yes, he has confirmed that his tilapia business is an absolute failure. And now we know why he begs online constantly, because he can't make money. He's not a businessman, he's not a farmer, and he's not a fish breeder. So to all his supporters, dig deep. I hope you've got deep pockets, because the parasite at the Bohovel will be looking for your money. Till the next time, bye for now.